Maayong hapon, maayong gabi, no matter where you are in the world. Welcome to today's live stream. Uh, we were supposed to go by your sister's, but my son called and a few other things happened, and uh, the time to leave kind of came and went and got away from me. So we're actually going to try. Yeah, I'm trying to. There we go. We have comments. That we're starting out from the compound again. And Papa and I are going to head over to the area behind our house. The last couple times that I've tried there with the Smart Sim, it's actually seemed to go pretty well. Ma'am, buntag tanan.
Good morning sa tanan. Asa ka?
Sorry.
Sorry ka. You go in chapel there? Chapel, you go chapel?
Go chopper.
Chapel.
Huh?
There's a chapel there.
Oh, there's a chapel there?
Yeah.
Oh, Ambur, I didn't know about that.
Small one chapel.
A small one.
There.
Very cool. I didn't know about that.
Small church. Chapel.
Do you know where it's at?
Gamay simbahan.
Oh, cool. Thank you. That yeah, we enjoy, or I enjoy talking with the guys that the trike drivers. My muntak. Papa's new school.
Sorry lang eh. Agi lang eh.
Yeah, I guess there's a lawyer that lives in here. But we were supposed to go down. Morning, Daniel. How you doing today? We were supposed to go down and do the live stream from Jones Ave. Papa has some family that lives down on there that he said we could park at and go that way. But my son called and a few other things happened, and it just got too late, and it was already getting to be 9 o'clock. So to try and get this started on time, my buntak, that we decided to go check out this area. You've seen the other side of the wall from the drone shots, and it'll be kind of cool to check out how far back this wall goes. Papa and I walked it kind of a good clip, and it goes a long ways. My buntak. Eh. Daniel thinks this area looks very interesting. That
Houses.
down in there, yeah, it the edge of the road just falls off. But down in there in the bottom of that valley is the Guadalupe River. So I guess all of this would be considered on a floodplain in most places. And it's the other side of this wall that looks like they're doing that subdivision in. The one that I've done the aerial shots of. And like I say, Papa and I went back, that we kind of, well, we've actually walked this a few months ago. Papa and I did. Didn't do a live stream, but just him and I walked it. And this goes quite a ways around. That it's a pretty huge division, you know, a lot. Yeah, it rained last night, and it's basically been raining off and on since Saturday. And today is Wednesday, so it's been raining for quite a while off and on. Oh, that's a Skygo. It kind of looks like the old Rebel 250. Oop. Off and on it's been kind of heavy. We haven't had steady rain like it does sometimes, but it's been periodically pretty heavy rain. My muntag.
Ang bunta. Kamu di Indonesia.
But yeah, that last time we walked in here, they were just doing this wall and widening the road a little bit to let vehicles through. Looks like they've done quite a bit more with it. So on our way back, we'll have to explore a little bit more in that one. One of Bud Brown's chariots that we actually thought about buying one of those. Oop. I'm out of dry ray. Man, buntak.
Yes, buntag din.
Yeah, I wore my good shoes and I shouldn't have done that. Papa was smart that he wore his slippers. Hinay. Lapuk. Mud. Lots of mud. My muntag. That yeah, you definitely need to keep your eye out where you're going on this one too. Just for different or at least added reasons. My muntag. But now I haven't seen, and from here you can start seeing a lot of trees and stuff. One thing I may do when I get back to the house today is take the Mavic Pro and just pull it up to, normally I keep it about 120 feet tops. And that generally gives you a big enough, good enough overview of everything. But I may take it up to like straight up to 400. Not necessarily worry about the range. And just try to get a good overview of what this entire property looks like. Because you can see there is another subdivision. I think it's right there. I can't see quite well enough. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Right where that opening spot is, you can see kind of a tan dome. That is Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. That this subdivision, I've seen a few houses for sale. And it looks to be kind of an upper end subdivision. So again, it lends a lot of credence to this being a new subdivision. The one thing we haven't really noticed, and it's not uncommon to have a longer driveway into a piece of property. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention to my where I put my feet here real quick. But it's not uncommon to have a longer driveway into a piece of property. So there may be an entrance that we're just not seeing. Yeah, there's actually a feed store back here. Now this kind of looks like an old apartment building of some kind, because it's way too big to be a house. Hina hina, Papa. Wala pas pas. Or wala pas pas or dili pas pas?
Dili paspas.
Dili pas pas, no hurry. Well, that's very cool. Yes, distraction. Squirrel, or in this case, butterfly. But yeah, this is pretty deep into a, I think it's a Papa and I think it's a squatter's area. Neither are completely sure, but are pretty sure that's what this is.
Yung burden is not really on the person or on your enemy. The burden is on you. Diba? Yung burden ay
Hey, Mayang Buntag Jojo. Yeah, I got in shade to where I can read. Or Mayang Gabi for you. Hey, John, good to have you back. I hope you're feeling a lot better. Daniel, he's been feeling a little under the weather for a little bit. He kind of took a rest and recoup situation there for a little bit. That we're wandering and exploring a little deeper into the area behind our place today. Now up here, and I think this might be the place that they were talking about, Papa. Remember the little chapel we saw?
Yeah.
At the end of this,
At the end of this,
this kind of dead ends into a little chapel. But as you can see, the wall on this goes all this far way back. Now I'm going to try and do something. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But oh,
between.
they're doing it well.
Yeah, water pump.
Now, I'm going to try and do something kind of goofy. A little bit for my benefit, a little bit for your benefit, and hopefully everybody will get a little bit of benefit out of this. I can't see over this wall, but mine extends. So, I don't know how far back all this is, but you guys can see a whole lot more than I can at this point. Yeah, my gimbal actually extends a little, does about an 8-inch extension, that it can be kind of a selfie stick. Yeah, some of these squatters areas can be, and some of the regular not even squatter areas in the city can be a horrible maze to get in and out of. If you don't have a local guide, you might want to question going in there. There's a few that I don't think even Papa would be terribly comfortable about heading into. I'm not sure I've ever heard of Flogging Molly. Wasn't that a heavy metal band back in the 80s?
Mabuntag.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to plan a map.
You just have to start on the dry part. Yeah, just check it out.
Which one is the dry part?
Ah, like that. Straight.
Salamat.
Salamat.
You're welcome.
That again, that's kind of the cool part that around here is instead of people getting all upset about wandering, white guy wandering around, I help them get through. Hey, Papa, unsa na the vine? Balak.
Patola. Squash.
Oh, that's gonna be squash.
Yeah. That is the patola.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Okay, I
Cure
kind of see.
for high blood. You see the plenty of
Peppers.
peppers here.
There's some kind of Asian pepper, but yeah, that they're
Halang kayo.
that they halang kaayu, that they are very spicy. But yeah, when we get up here, I'll stuff the camera over again. And by being out here and kind of refreshing, because this bright yellow house ought to stick out on the drone and be a little bit of a better of a landmark to try and give me an idea how far back this actually is. But yeah, this is about as native an area as it gets. Now, I've wondered about this a couple times. I'm not sure if it's an old well
That is the
or an old septic.
septic, yeah, old. That's an old septic. There's a hollow
Okay.
hole here inside it. Yeah, what do you think? Or the bowl.
Oh,
The bowl is supposed to be there.
so you're saying there probably was a toilet sitting right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen how they put a toilet in here. And Papa said it's absolutely
When you dig-
nothing like.
When you dig a hole like that, automatic there is a wall here. Instead of going out, just go to the pipe. Line the pipe here. So
Okay.
this is the toilet. So this is the septic tank.
See.
Here in the Philippines, sometimes the septic tank is automatically the bowl is there.
Okay. Yeah, when we decide to build here, it's going to be an interesting learning experience for me, that's for sure.
Here,
Huh?
stop fighting cat, rooster. Very expensive. Fighting cat, rooster. Perhaps enter the derby sometimes.
Yeah, somebody's raising a bunch of fighting cock back here. Oh. Okay, we can get through on that side, it looks like. Over by the water pipes. Over on this side. I'm debating if I want to try this side or that side. I'm going to give this side a shot just for one possible reason. And I'm not sure it's going to work. We're going to give it another try. We're going to try and let you guys check out the inside. I think you guys finally got above the wall. Yeah, I'm actually going to turn around. That's one of those decisions that looked way better on paper than reality. My muntak.
Sorry lang eh. Tanaw lang yung kabagat.
Hey, good morning, Marlene and Paul. How you doing today? My muntak.
Hi, good morning.
That yeah, those peppers, Jojo, those peppers are my muntak are fairly common around here. I don't know if they naturally grow wild, but down by Sabunga, that you can find them growing wild. Yeah, you thought this was a maze? Try going back down one of these. Here, at least you've got the wall to keep a reference on where you're going. I don't know if you guys were able to see much, if anything, when I stuck you up over the fence like that, but ironically, it's not raining here. This one I know you can get over a little bit. And I think this is towards the end of where it's at. But I'm going to go back and actually check this one out and see if I can find the spots where I did that. And then kind of compare to what I see on the drone video. But yeah, this is it. Oh, cool. They got a bunch of cactus here.
Yeah, it's
Surprisingly, cactus are pretty common houseplants here in the Philippines. My muntak.
Hey, my friend.
My muntak.
My buntag.
Does this continue?
Padayon ko nila. Gawas?
Dito na nga diya.
Di na. Dead end already.
Hmm?
It's dead end already.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is a dead end at this point.
Tumoy. That is tumoy. This is their chapel.
This is a chapel that it's actually very cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry? How do you say, can you repeat?
What?
Can you say it again, please?
Pwede usab istorya. Kato yung gigon ba? What? Vlogger, what is it? Isa yung sulti kanina? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Live streaming.
Okay.
This road kind of dead ends into this chapel. Pong Pong Youth Catholic Organization.
Yeah, pang.
That now
Yeah. Okay.
now Papa,
Yeah.
these little chapels are real common in these little neighborhoods, correct? And it's the neighborhood that kind of keeps them up and takes care. Eh,
This is their chapel.
that it. Again, you've been in the U.S.
Yeah.
You've seen how anti-religious people are. That it's kind of surprising to a lot of people to see these in a neighborhood and know that the neighborhood and the people and even the barangay, the local government kind of helps take care of them. I'm not sure if this is an old store or just a house, but a nicer house for this area. But yeah, I'm going to go back and review this as well and try to see what some of this looks like.
Yeah. You see, plenty of birds. You see, there are plenty of birds. Here.
Oh,
There's a parrot. Like Chow.
okay, yeah.
That's all. Super.
They must be a breeder.
Yeah.
Mahambuntak,
Tanaw mo. Walang gamit nila.
we're admiring your bird.
Sa gusto, nag-advise siya sa inyo mga langitan. Ay, gusto niya, tanaw ko nila. Thank you guys for parrot, sir.
Oh,
You see that? They're
This
colored.
some there is burger. The other one is child.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we can see it, but there's a cockatiel.
They will come here, they will buy
How much? Ila?
kana 5K. 5K. Cocatel.
Super?
Ay,
Bird.
Mahambuntak.
Super, like that is 5K already.
Oh, very cool.
5K.
Here, there is another kind, pearl, that they call African pearl.
5K.
Okay.
Same
you-
also 5K.
5K.
There is a 3.5, there is a
3.5.
3,
Wow.
there is
No.
a 1K.
1K. There's a
Ka-
1K.
1.5 here. English budget.
Oh,
Different kind.
the parrot.
Yeah, we've got a male ringneck parrot.
Male and
Male, female.
female.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Good. Right?
Nindot.
Oh, lindot tayo.
Salamat.
Okay, sige, sige.
Ano mo po ulit?
Ada na sa kaan, sa Kingston Club, sa Atbang. May apartment niya. Atbang. Sige. Salamat.
That I kind of like birds,
Yeah.
and Papa and I were talking about doing an aviary down a couple of places, and with the way things are turning out, that's gonna have to be postponed until we get a place and wind up here permanent. My muntag, my muntag. That yeah, now we're trying to find our way back through this area. And a lot of these areas that the people have just put in sidewalk. So what does that say?
Ikaw siya tayo ang mga batang ayaw yumaman. we people, the child, do not, do not want to be rich. Ayaw yung mama. You don't want to be rich.
Ah.
Okay. Sige, una lang. Maraming buntag. Lapok yun.
Bakit ay galing ako?
Oh, you will fall down?
Bangog kayo.
He was fall down
Ooh, that's not good.
a
Dili kaayo.
while ago. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Lapok. Your shoes. Big wow.
Yes. I'm gonna have to brush those off really good.
Yeah.
You make it?
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can stir up the roosters on the way back too. They stopped their little roadway.
Oh. So there, really?
See, this would be kind of cool that to come back in and do a little bit of a walkway for these people.
Yeah.
And the neat thing is, here charities can come in and do stuff like that and not have to worry terribly about getting permits and all this fun stuff. And this always strikes me as weird. This is actually a fairly high-end subdivision that you can get to from over by the church. There used to be a path or a way to get over to that area from here. And Pop and I, back in May, June, just before they left,
I'm going to urinate here.
walked and looked and tried to find it, and we spoke to quite a few of the locals, and I guess the path was actually through this area that they have closed off and are making the subdivision. So it's and that's kind of a problem too, because a lot of times, if you look on Google, there's actually still a road listed on the maps. Google Maps is going through that. I'm waiting for Papa. But yeah, that's some of the challenge with Google Maps, especially in these. I don't want to say remote because it's really not remote, but some of the areas off the beaten path that they definitely don't get updated terribly often. If I could ever get the authority or permission to do so, I think it'd be kind of neat to get a 360 camera and start selling the footage to do some walking tours of these, and start selling the footage back to Google so that they can continue their Street View maps. I might have to look into that, what it would take to do that. That would actually be kind of fun to do. And a lot of these, Google actually takes you down a one-way street here, not too far from here. When we go from the house to the bridge over at Guadalupe River there, where I've talked about flying the drone a couple times. There we go. I had to remap that dry area. that they actually take you down a one-way street that's going the wrong way. Yeah, KFC gets the losers on the on their future destiny. That yeah, any of these neighborhoods like this will have 10,000 chicken, mainly roosters. Obviously, chickens aren't quite as valued here as they would be elsewhere. But the roosters are insanely common.
in Australia.
These are typically the addresses. That there's no numbers or anything else to them. It's a name and a description of the property. Now, I'm going to take a quick peek because I hear an engine or something running here. But I'm kind of curious what it is. And I'm hoping that I'll catch it on video so that I can go back and review what it is. And I noted what the timing was. So if any of you guys happen to see what that was, it'd be appreciated if you let me know. But yeah, I'm kind of curious how big that property is and where it goes, because it looks like there's more trees than I thought. So Cindy and I are talking about taking Mama and Papa and going to Ayala today and looking at one of the cribs. But I may take the drone and go up for a little bit just to see what I can see. And yeah, try to get a little bit of an idea of what's in there. I'm curious now, and yeah, I know they say curiosity killed the cat, but I'm a firm believer in satisfaction brought him back. Yeah, you gotta be careful about head issues, low clearance. I whack my head on more things than I want to count since every time I'm here. But yeah, these areas, that there's quite a bit of families and stuff that live back in there. Some of these areas, I think if you're actually a local and know the area, that you probably could get through to the chapel from here if you were local and knew all the right turns to make. There's a lot of these off the beaten path places that if you're not a local, yeah, you're not going to easily find your way back out. Oh, looks like they're doing some body work. My buntak. That when we get up here, there's a spot that I can kind of peek over the wall a little bit more. And like I say, that there's a couple of high-end subdivisions that border this. The other day we saw the people that I assume own this or are having it built down here talking with the workers. That Papa talked to them briefly. Man, buntak. Yeah, I still can't quite see over it, but kind of interesting to kind of compare and contrast the two viewpoints on what all's going on in there. that the other day we asked a couple of workers that we saw putting in communication lines. My mud duck. Yeah, you can see there's quite a few of these nice, really nice houses. Saw one that I'm pretty sure is in that subdivision. If it's the same subdivision, I'm thinking it is. I found it that I know I found it from the other side. And at this point, we're on the back side of it. But if it is the same subdivision, they're going for like 7 million pesos. They're going for about $180,000. Which for the Philippines is way expensive, even in the city. But again, a lot of it is... they're doing some building down there too. Mahambundag! Phil, P-H-I-L-S, P-H-I-L-S, Phil's 2, T-O, Phoenix, P-H-X. Hi! We've got other photo bombers. That what's really funny is you'll come into someplace like this during a fiesta or during a celebration, and they'll honestly and gladly invite you in, and that they'll share whatever they're having. My buntag. My buntag. They've got a small solar street light there. That you guys that have been with me for a while, you know, about a month ago, I walked part of this without Papa. That these areas don't scare me. With Papa, I wouldn't be opposed to going down in there, but I wouldn't do it by myself.
It's already a creek there.
Yeah.
Water.
That they've actually strung power. The power company has strung power down into this area for all the houses, and most of these have electric. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a just a standard TV antenna on it, and there's some of them that we've been in there wandering around that actually have satellite dishes and a whole 9 yards. My buntag.
My buntag. Did you know OCW?
OCW?
Oh,
Wala.
construction worker.
In that case, that's me.
Yeah.
Ako food?
Ikaw sa di ay.
Concrete?
Concrete.
I'm an old cement mason.
Ay, tunay.
That yeah, that they pour concrete a little bit more old school than I'm used to. But yeah, they may be carrying that for a long distance into there. And it's this exact reason why they've put that in. That it's now a concrete walkway that you can get down into, and there's actually steps. But yeah, this probably served as a main access for quite a while. And yeah,
You see?
Right there's one of the signal satellite dishes. And there's, you can see a few that are very nice houses back in there. That yes, there are a lot of houses that are basically pallets stuck together with some tarp over them. Mayang buntag.
Oh, may buntag.
Kabalong.
No,
Ah,
you know how to speak Bisaya. Kabalo.
gamay Bisaya.
Kabalo ka musulti Bisaya. You know how to talk Visayan language. Kabalo. That is the shortcut term.
For nose?
No.
Okay.
Kabalo good. Kaayo.
Yeah, these are pretty common too, that people will keep stuff like that around for spare parts until there's nothing left for parts, and then run it down and sell it for
You see? The motor.
yeah, that after they get done with all the spare parts that are usable, they'll run it down for scrap metal. But again, there's several different ways in here. Some of them are kind of sketchy at best. But as you can see from all the scooters, that it's a fairly common way in. May buntag. Every once in a while, you'll see the tricycle drivers come through here. A lot of times, it's the hobble drivers that come in here. I think the tricycle drivers don't really care for it because it's fairly hard to pedal. But yeah, this area is where the Guadalupe River goes through. And down there in the distance, the orange roof, brown roof, and the blue roof look to be some pretty decent houses. And Papa and I walked down and saw some very nice houses in that area. I'll get Papa's advice when we get back up here, depending on timing. I may go down a little bit in there. Now, we saw these guys putting in this power pole, the temporary power, and they said it was okay to kind of stick your head in there. You gonna talk my way out of it if I get in trouble? But yeah, there's someone here.
Wow.
Oh, that might be what they were talking about. We think this is a security guard or whatever, a caretaker. And it does look like he might be farming back there. But the people we were talking with said that they understood this whole area was going to be farm, and then it's being developed as farming. Okay. Remember that, hey Papa, remember when we were looking down and we saw that old white car? I think that's right in there. Hey, do you think it'd be okay to walk over there a little bit?
Mom. Hello. Hello. Pwede may makatanaw dire?
Okay, Papa saw somebody back there.
Pwede may makatanaw dire? Tanaw la, sorry lang may kabiot ha? Pwede, ma'am? Okay, it's okay na.
Salamat.
Nalamay tanaw, no?
Oh. Amping Papa.
No, okay.
Yeah, plan a route carefully. Okay, there's what I was hearing. That they've got a well site. And there's those white houses that we were talking about where they were cutting in. But yeah, this goes back quite a ways. Yeah, and where some of the bigger trees are, kind of cover up the fence, so it maybe that's why I wasn't seeing the end of it, and was thinking this was the end, but it's not. Looks like it goes off in that direction quite a ways too. Papa, we really need to get the drone out, and now that we understand it, try and fly a little bit more and see what it is. But yeah, it looks like they're doing quite a bit of work here.
There you go.
And
Cultivated.
it's got to be a new subdivision going in.
Should be. They're planning to do this one. It's not a farming. You see?
If we see her on the way out,
Yeah.
can you ask if she knows what they plan on doing with this?
So I will ask, yeah. I think the guards knows about it.
Yeah, I gotta replan my steps here. There we go. That wasn't so bad.
Salamat.
Hush, puppy. Salamat. Mom, Pangatana. What's gonna be the future use of this?
Para unsa man ni siya diri. Propagation of tilapia. Thank you.
Okay. Salamat.
Okay. Propagation of tilapia. Yeah.
They're saying it's gonna be a fish farm?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Ayan. So, propagate the tilapia.
No. I don't know. And construction here is way different than construction back in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does not look like they're setting that up to... Especially since they've already got one small... Man, buntag. That it doesn't look like the layout that would be needed for fish ponds and stuff like that. Could it be? I don't know. But it seems to me if they were going to do it for fish ponds, they would have gotten rid of all the trees and everything else in there. And Filipinos tend to take up every square inch of property that can be used. And it just seems to me that they're not using it as you would expect them to. Now, mahimbuntak. I talked with Dr. Chip, the owner of our condo, our townhome, and he kind of agreed it might be tax purposes that they're saying that. But his biggest thing is who's going to believe it. And he agrees that this land value, yeah, this is right there. You can see the Guadalupe River. But yeah, they even down in here that they've got roosters in cages.
Yeah, yard chairs there.
Sapa na, sapa.
Sapa.
Yeah, Daniel, that's kind of my my thought is
There we
you know,
go.
fish farm.
Taas kaayo. Gusto mo ba? Magbaha na.
Yeah, I see. I missed a whole bunch of comments. You're gonna have to give me a second. I gotta go back here. Paula Marlene, it's still raining in Phoenix? Yeah, Jojo, it kind of sucks when neighbors do stuff like that to you and cut down plants and stuff that you actually like and use. Uh, KFC here, I think uses a lot more native chicken. Whoops, Greg, yeah, that could be embarrassing. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. Landed in a farm field, but yeah, I've heard of, especially in some more remote areas, Google Maps and some of them taking you through like snowmobile trails and stuff like that. Yeah, Daniel, I think that what Papa was saying is that it looks like they're drilling into a deep well. Yeah, Greg, you're even taller than I am, so height clearance has got to be a challenge for you when you get over here. Jojo, Triskelions are really popular here in Cebu City. That Daniel, yes, that she's sticking with the story of Fish Farm, and I guess it's possible. Doc, you know, even Doc, you know, a native and a real estate person, agrees that it would be kind of far-fetched, but even he agrees that you couldn't disprove that use either. So until they get to a point where there's no longer any denial on it, they may be sticking with it. But we are back, and this actually worked out really well. We're right at an hour, and we just pulled back into the compound. But, and granted, we didn't walk very fast or very hard, but it was a half an hour over there and a half an hour back. Yeah, I've been trying to add some soil, and the soil that I got uses rice hull for an additive to organic matter in the soil, and that area, because of the way it comes off the balcony, gets heavily rain and such on it. I screwed up by putting the rows a little too close into that. I'm gonna have to figure out something a little bit better for that, or possibly figure out a gutter or something to be put up on that so that it doesn't come down quite so hard on it. So, but that's just future use. Papa helped plant. I guess Mama helped, and
So I like it.
that they're Vietnam roses that he put in,
It's a like it.
and I planted that in a pot. That it's one of the flowers that we bought,
Yeah.
and I planted 6 in there. Yeah, I planted 6 because it was 2, 2, and 2, and kind of a triangle to see if I could get them to start. All of them started, but that's the only one that seemed to be growing well. I tried direct seeding some sunflowers in the back, and none of them took. I had seeded them. I had done a starting in an egg crate, one of the paper fiber egg crates, and they started to grow really well, and then Eating came through and tore it all up. So I've got a different planter that I'm probably going to try a couple more. Again, we're supposed to go down to Ayala and get a crib today, so I may swing and get some other stuff. And so I may swing in there and see if I can get some more sunflowers and restart them in another seed tray that I've got. That I got the seed tray off of Lazada for like 50 pesos or something like that, and I'm gonna try and grow them. These are what's in that one pot. Aster Daylight Violet. And I had started a bunch of these in an egg crate like this, and I cut them off into a 6-unit piece. And they all started really well. But then one of the cats came in and ate them. Just tore up a bunch of them that was all here. So, what do my shoes look like?
Yeah, I'm going to clean that first.
Here. Can you help show?
Yeah.
Can you help show my shoes? They're not too awful bad.
It's very dirty.
Oh.
Lapok.
But, yeah, let them dry good and they'll brush off. Yeah, they're actually a lot better than I thought they would be. Oop. There we go. But from Papa and I, from back in Toad Chip Compound, mabuhay. Yeah, Jojo, I'm about the same on that one too. Don't feel bad.